If you're tired of scrambling for results in your business, this is probably why. I did do a little bit of a doodle. I did share it in the group. But this is the difference between how most people are running their online business versus how you should be running your online business. And full transparency, I'm not immune to doing this. I've done this a lot in my business, even after I was already having a ton of success. Now, I do think being broad in your content isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? You can talk about different niches, topics, interests, whatever. You're casting this very wide net of attention to your business, right? There's going to be more bleed over, people coming into your ecosystems if you're semi-broad on some of your topics. Now, this is where a lot of people end up fucking up in their business is, you go to a Beacons page or a Stand store and there's 75 different options. There's links to this place and this tool and this resource, and it's just all over the place. That's like a stranger coming up to you and asking you for directions and you give them 5 different maps. Here you go. Hopefully you get there. It's actually very easy to do this after you start having success online because we don't do this with bad intentions. It's like, hey, I'm going to add this new resource. I'm going to add this new tool. I'm going to add this new program, offer, product, whatever to make my business better. But what actually ends up happening is your focus gets shifted to doing this and that and this and that. And then next thing you know, you wonder why nothing's working because you're spread thin, right? You're trying to talk about this in content. You're maybe trying to sell this. You're maybe trying to sell this or grow this other thing in your business. And then at the end, you hopefully make some money. If I personally reflected all of the times that my business was the most successful, right? Consistent $30,000 months for years, had $90,000 months, etc., is when I was relentlessly doing this in my business and nothing else. Very focused. No other outcomes, no side projects, no missions, no other things that I was doing in my business other than this right here. So you got broad content at the top, you got single outcome, your nurturing place, you got offer number 1. Now you don't need a second offer. This is where a lot of people fuck up. They think they need all these different offers to make a bunch of money online. You really don't, right? And if you are running multiple offers, they need to enhance each other. They can't replace each other. They can't contradict themselves. Otherwise, you're just going to cannibalize any sales opportunities all of the time. Why would I need to buy your premium program if I can just buy something cheaper that will do it for me? Right? You're literally shooting yourself in the foot. You got your content at the top, casting the super wide net of attention. Perfect. Okay, you need to have a single place for nurturing and give your audience no other fucking option but to do that thing you want them to do. I see it all the time. Like, hey, I want to grow my group. I want to build my email list. Well, then stop giving anybody any option to do anything or move forward with you other than doing the thing that you want them to do. Don't give them anything else. Make them do that thing first. Help them fix the problem and then sell the next problem. That's the offer. That's the flow of the business. I see this so often. People are like, oh, I'm so confused in my business. It's because you're trying to do this right here. If you're like, of course you're confused. You don't know what's what, where's where, what you're selling one day and the next day. You don't know who you're potentially trying to work with. And, the reality of it is when you start running your business like this, that's going to bleed over to your audience. And then you're going to be chasing your tail every month. I need more sales, need more money, need new clients because I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore. So, I just need to find people. Your audience sure as fuck isn't going to know when you don't know. Create a linear process in your business. Period. Across the board. You got your content. You got your preferred place of nurturing. This could be an email list. It could be a YouTube channel. It could be a community. Doesn't matter, but it needs to be centralized into one place and sell one fucking product. If you need more money, sell something more expensive. The vast majority aren't getting enough volume to actually sell a little low-ticket subscription or a $1 product or a $5 product or even a $100 product. You could literally start making more money if you just started selling something more expensive. That's my Sunday TED Talk for you. I've made this mistake a lot in my business, and this is kind of where I always have to end up centering myself back to. Because when things start fucking up and, I'm not clear in my business, it just comes back to what I am actually building and clear on my business as a whole that then bleeds over into my actual results. You had an awesome weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.